Hello everyone and welcome to the crypto session brief. We're on Wednesday the 11th of May 2022. Main focus of the session ahead heading into the US session will be the US CPI release, the monthly inflation data, and a hot number is expected. I say a hot number, I mean anything above 8% obviously is a pretty scary looking number, but when we come to seeing the release, a hotter number than expected is maybe what's going to be the deciding factor for another leg lower on these crypto markets. And the reason for that is because, of course, if you get a hotter number than expected on the inflation print, suggests the Fed need to get more hawkish, likely see further rate hikes getting priced into the rates markets. And this entire environment is what, of course, has been driving equities, in particular tech stocks, lower, bond yields rising, crypto moving lower, that correlation with US tech stocks remaining high, and that 30K barrier here on Bitcoin could be breached. So that's a hotter number than expected. I think the average consensus is around 8.2%. So anything above that number, anything, if we touch a 9, for example, I mean, that would be quite a disaster. Anything 8.5 and above, potentially, that could see more selling in risk. With the Nasdaq, the S&P, all perilously close to some major support levels as well as Bitcoin. So basically, that's if you get a hotter number. If it's something which is in line with consensus or lower, you've got obviously higher probability of that because you've got the two options. That might then see a rally, a relief rally in risk. Been a lot of selling over the past week in risk assets, and you might see BTC moving higher into that 32,900 area for a retest of the long-term ascending trend line, which you've seen here. So you can see that that basically come in where we opened on Monday around 33,745. So that's a potential to be watching out for. 35, the main area overhead. So that's the softer number than expected on the CPI. Of course, we are in the green today. Just about held on to 30k yesterday. So is this the floor here at 30? How much lower can they go underneath that 30 barrier? Obviously, a strong daily close below under. That's when you start to consider sharper moves down into 25 and even 20. Same scenario for all these cryptos, really, to be honest. Obviously, Bitcoin being the leader. You've got Ethereum just finding a bid over the past few hours of trading as well. I'll just cover some of the major levels that I'm watching here on Ethereum. We've got 2450 overhead. You can see the high of the day so far has been just under that, and you've seen a rejection off there. I think that was yesterday's trade on the 10th. Yep, that was yesterday. You can see the high of the yesterday's bar as well around that area. So I'm watching for another rejection potentially off 25.50. A lot of lower highs, remember, in this move down since that high at 35, and a move lower could be expected if we continue to put in these lower highs. 25, maybe they'll put in a lower high, maybe even this 24.50. So just watch out for a rejection down there and a move back down into 2300, which is pretty much the supports this area, this ranging area at the minute. I'll be looking for a break either of the highs or lows to suggest next direction, but again, all could be down to market sentiment later on with the CPI. Ripple holding on to that 51 cents handle with all its might for dear life as well. Big level. Remember, we've highlighted this big double bottom in 2021, just about holding on to it for now. But of course, all the weight looks to be to the downside. But when we've been down here before, it's looked the exact same, and then we've seen quite significant bounces both times off it. So it's not to say we can't put in a big reversal from this level. Finally, Litecoin, similar scenario, currently trading 82 overhead, target into 88, and then of course that low of the year at 91.60. Further to that, any more downside could see this market fall back down to retest that current low at 75, and then I'll be watching for the 70 handle to come into play below there. Other major news to share with yourselves today is to check out some reports on UST, which is Terra. It's been falling, as has Luna. Luna is its sister crypto coin being traded, and that's down almost 80% now. Luna was down more than 50%, I believe, and that's meant to be a stable coin pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar. So quite a lot of news about that at the moment in the financial sphere, which you can check out through a quick Google search, I'm sure. Other than that, that's it from my end. I'll see you all inside the X chat room. Look forward to speaking to you all shortly. Until next time, all the best with your trading, and bye for now.